President Robert Mugabe, President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, and I invite him to the lectern. You have the floor, Your Excellency.
Your Excellencies, we must examine why 10 years after Rio, the poor remain very much with us, poorer and far more exposed and vulnerable than ever before. Our children suffer from malnutrition, hunger, and diseases, compounded now by the deadly HIV/AIDS pandemic. The betrayal of the collective agenda we set ourselves at Rio is a compelling manifestation of bad global governance, lack of real political will by the North, and a total absence of a just rule of law in international affairs. But they would want. Indeed, ours is an agrarian economy, an imperative that renders the issue of access to land paramount. In our situation, Mr. President, this fundamental question has pitted the black majority, who are the right holders and therefore primary stakeholders to our land, against an obdurate and internationally well-connected racial minority, largely of British descent, and brought in and sustained by British colonialism, now being supported and manipulated by the Blair government. We have said, even as we acquire our land, we shall not deprive the white farmers of land completely. Every one of them is entitled to at least one farm, but they would want to continue to have more than one farm. More than one farm indeed. 15, 20, 35 farms, one person. These are not figures I am just getting out of my mind. They are real figures. So no farmer is being left without land. Let no one who is negative want to spoil what we are doing for ourselves in order to unite Africa. We belong to this continent. We don't mind having and bearing sanctions banning us from Europe. We are not Europeans. We have not asked for any inch of Europe, or any square inch of that territory. So, Blair, keep your England and let me keep my Zimbabwe. Mr. Chairman, having said that, may I say, people must always come first in any process of sustainable development. And let our Africans come first in the development of Africa, not as puppets, not as beggars, but as a sovereign people. I thank you.